What's up guys, it's Muji here at Lamage, and today in this video, it's going to be a Temu haul. So I'm really excited to show you guys what I get from the site. So up on screen here is just going to be me scrolling on my iPad. So let's get straight into it. So the first thing I noticed while being on this app for about 5 minutes of just scrolling is I like the layout. It's almost catered towards scrolling, and I can see how easy it is to waste time while actually searching for your products you need. I gotta get back on track here. So the first thing I have in my mind that I want to get is this leg massager, because after leg days especially, my legs ache so much. Another thing I found here is this ergonomic seat foam, which looks really nice. I hope it's comfortable. That's the one thing I'm worried about. Oh wow, a Jeep beanie for Adventure Time. This looks sick. Oh wow, I nearly missed this. A Beamer wallet. This looks sick. Now, do I add this to cart? Do I need a wallet? Not really, but I mean, it looks sick. I'm going to do it anyway. And this sword looks absolutely sick. It kind of reminds me of Drew McIntyre's sword, if you guys are familiar with WWE. No way, a Rigby plushie. Oh my gosh, that looks sick. Yeah, these are some hard choices I have to pass on here. Yo, these look sick. Minecraft keycaps, Minecraft ore keycaps. And so if you change your color, you can make it diamond ore or like emerald ore. Of course, I've updated the ore textures, but it's still really cool. Look what I've just found here. This is another thing where it's like, I don't need it, but I really want it. So I'm just going to add it to cart, you know. This reminds me of Tom and Jerry. Little door. Oh, wow. John Wick figurine. That's awesome. Oh, do I need it? I'm going to get it, you know. I want like a little bit of everything in this video, just to showcase Temu as a whole. This is going to be very interesting to see. Alright guys, I've added everything to cart. I haven't showcased everything I've added to cart. However, in total, that was $300 AUD. The conversion rate to USD will be up here somewhere. So that's quite a bit to spend, so pray for my bank account, please. And fingers crossed we don't regret that purchase. Alright, and I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks once I receive all the packages. Alright, as you guys can see, the first product has already arrived, and I've already got it set up. It's been about roughly 1 week since I set this up, and this has been so useful. Just helped out so much with stacking up the dishes, as you can see. So this package did come individually, and up on screen, I'll show you guys a video clip of me unboxing and building this dish rack. All right, guys, I've cut the bag open, and I'm just gonna put my hand in and see what we get first. This feels like a box. Okay, first item. It's gonna be this John Wick figure. This looks really good. As you can see, it comes with an extra torso, 2 guns, 1 sword, 1 axe, and I think that's an nunchucks. Also comes with a white suit as well. So that's like interchangeable. Okay. The figure stand. This is what it looks like here. With a bunch of interchangeable hands. I'm not sure how big this figure is going to be. I'm going to probably say about like 6 inches roughly. The torso almost makes it look fat in a way. I don't know how to explain it, but he almost looks like bulky. He kind of just reminds me of like the penguin from Batman, if you guys know what I'm talking about. But then this is another look at the torso without anything connected. So the hand goes up and down. It can extend out. So the hands extend out and forward. The hands can come off really easily, and the arms can. I literally just extended the arm a little bit and it comes off straight away, which is quite concerning, honestly, because I don't know how this is going to pose. The ab crunch, pretty good. And the back crunch. The legs can extend out pretty far. And then it's like a 360 degrees angle with the legs. And then also the toes, I think. But itself is... has some joints in it as well. That's pretty cool. So the flexibility overall is actually really good for a figure. Face sculpt is actually really good as well. Look at that. That's pretty spot on. And this is the other face sculpt that it comes with. I honestly think if you're a John Wick fan, this is a must-have. And these are some of the other accessories it comes with. Is this worth it? I think this is. This is definitely a winner. Alright guys, the next item, it's a multiple. So I got 3 different sticker packets. And so this is for my regular show and Adventure Time fans here. Let's open this up. And let's see the variety you get. So that's one of the packs. a pretty good variety. On camera, this one actually doesn't look too bad. In person, this looks terrible. The color is just off, but like I said, on camera, it looks fine. And there's just some random ones. That's pretty cool. I think the overall of the stickers, you can't go wrong. Rigby is from Fortnite. He's the default skin. And I think Mordecai's from, is it PUBG, I think, if I'm not mistaken. What the hell is even that? That's such a weird one. And then just real quick as well, Finn is PewDiePie. It's so random. This one's huge. I kind of have an idea of what this one's going to be. Oh. Yo, this is sick. Alright, quick backstory to this one. Once a week, me and my brother do a cheat day. And so we always choose pizzas. This is why I got this here. This is awesome. So it's just our initials and then it's pizzeria. This is so cool. Wow. And yeah, specialty cheat meal. So this is awesome. Wow. Okay, this one is more for my brother, but damn. This one's definitely a winner, honestly. If you want a custom pizza board, winner. Alright, first glance. That's the back of it there. So, I will say this one is definitely really flimsy. I was kind of expecting that. However, this is awesome. That's painted on. That looks sick though. I'm really happy with this one. This one's awesome. Like I said, it is a bit flimsy. Ooh, I don't like this though. Yeah, that's really flimsy. I don't know. I luckily think if you're just going to put a couple cards in here, not bad. I wouldn't recommend putting cash in here because there's no actual zip to zip up the cash. So I'm not sure if that would fall out or not. But however though, I feel like if you're an actual Adventure Time fan, this is definitely a must cop as well. Yeah, so of course you're going to expect it not to be the best quality. However, I think you take the quality for the looks and this is amazing. It's also been a week since I decided to use the wallet. And I don't know, like I said in the video, it was quite flimsy. You know, look at this. Terrible quality. I definitely think for maybe a younger person, maybe a younger kid, this could be good. And if you just had a couple cards, it's not even that bad, you know. But it is quite flimsy. Of course, I only got it for the artwork. The artwork does look sick. I really do like this. The wallets are kind of pointless nowadays. However, I think as a gift, it's perfectly fine. And I can confidently recommend this product. Alright guys, next items are more aesthetic. These are just for fun, really. So it's just a little door. And then, I don't know if you guys can see the mouse sticker. This one's a lot bigger than I thought. This one's pretty good size, actually. Unfortunately, this one came a bit bent. Alright guys, I've just stuck on both these items to the wall here. And as you can see, this is the first item. It came bent from the packaging, unfortunately. So as you can see, it's a little bent here, which is really annoying if you actually can pay attention and notice it. From a far glance, it actually doesn't look too bad. It kind of looks legit. However, there is a little bit of writing here, which kind of ruins it. It doesn't look as good as advertised. And so I think miss out on this one. And then this one here, it's a lot smaller than I thought, actually. So it's really hard to display, but it still looks cool. However, I feel like you might be able to get some good use out of this. Depends on how you use it. All right, the next item's kind of random. It's a kitchen gadget. This is just a knife sharpener. So you'd hold it here and then put the knife, sharpen the knife ends. Yeah, it's pretty good. Build quality is alright. I mean, straight plastic. But, you know, I nearly just snapped this off already. So for $4 though, it's going to get the job done. I'd definitely recommend buying one of these, you know, just to sharpen the knives. All right, the next item, a massage gun. This one was about like $10 Australian. That's nothing. So if this actually does work, this is a game changer. Let's try these. That's like straight out of the box. And as you can see, quite small. Oh wow, I must have picked a green color. It's like an emerald green with the gold accents. Looks really nice. Comes with 3 different, what are these, like prongs? Sorry, 4 different ones. So I don't know if that's like a normal thing that comes with the massage guns. I'm not too sure. Then it comes with this really small USB-C charging. I hate that shit so much. It's just so inconvenient. It's been 1 week since I've used the massager. And honestly, after using it for a week, it was definitely really uncomfortable to use at the start. It really does hurt. The most powerful mode and the starting mode don't change at all. So of course, I know it was quite cheap. I do think you can get some use out of this though. It didn't work 100%, but I definitely did see a little bit of an increase in my muscle recovery. So I don't know if that was all placebo as well, though. That honestly could just be all mental. I'm not going to lie. Like I said, it was pretty cheap for the price. I would honestly recommend it, especially if you are really sore and you are doing a lot of physical activity, going to the gym consistently, maybe training a lot. I have to recommend this product. This is definitely a product I'm happy I brought. No clue what this one is. It's been that long that I've kind of forgot what I've purchased. This right here, it's a figure stand. I'm going to build this real quick and I'll show you guys the final product. This is the figure stand setup here. As you can see, I've got John Wick displayed. And so yeah, this is a pretty cool stand. However, I think I built it wrong. As you can see right here and there, the legs aren't touching the floor for some reason. Make sure to look at everything, and this is everything it came with. So I don't know if I built it wrong or there was just some missing parts. However, yeah, it's not very sturdy. Say miss out on the stand because if you put a bit of pressure, especially in the middle, it starts to tilt really bad. It's really hard to display the figures. I personally wouldn't recommend this product. The first is from Temu. I've got so many on my wall. I don't know if you guys can see here, and I'll show you guys after how many I've got around my room. This is just another one to add to the collection. If you guys are wrestling fans, I think you might like this one. Yo, that looks sick. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, 2015 SummerSlam. That's awesome. I'm really happy with that. I can't wait to get this posted on the wall. It looks great. I'm really happy with how it turned out. I honestly do think the Temu posters are actually quite worth it. I mean, as you guys can see here as well, that's my entire wall, you know, just all these Temu posters as well. Sometimes bend, which is unfortunate from the shipping. The time you can get away with it. So I would definitely recommend buying the posters off Temu. It's this tin sign, and wow, just straight away off bat, it's full bent, as you guys can see. That's very disappointing. Pretty cool. If you're a Minecraft fan, you might like this. This is probably a good gift. However, the only reason I wouldn't recommend this is because it's bent. Look at that. Look at all the damage. That's terrible. That's really annoying. If I'm sitting here and it's like right here next to me, there's no way this would be like acceptable at all. So yeah, I don't know. This one I'd probably pass on. I mean, maybe if you're a Minecraft fan, like I said, you could get away with it if you hang it up somewhere high. All right, as you guys can see, this is a sign on the wall here. Unfortunately, it keeps falling off. I think that is because the posters are behind it. However, I don't want to put any holes in my wall, so I've just got it up here for now. I'm hoping it doesn't fall on my head while recording this clip. But in the corners, as you can see, there's little holes, so you can drill it into your wall. Blue tack won't hold this, however, some reason. It won't stick to the aluminium at the back. So I'm guessing maybe double-sided tape would work. But yeah, overall, it doesn't look too bad. But I don't know if you can see it on camera. It still looks quite bent even from here. I think this one has the potential to be a winner, but in the state that I've received this product in, I'm going to say miss out on this product, as I feel like every time it's going to come bent if you were to buy this product. Oh, okay. Okay, cool. So this is to display something. So I've got this purposely for this video. This is a rotating display. On the side, there's two different buttons indicating which way you're going to rotate it. So if I press this button here, it will rotate this way. And then, of course, if I press the other button, it will rotate the other way. The big downside to this product, straight away, is this USB-C cord is poking out way too much, and it's really annoying. I also don't like how small this product is. I really thought this product was going to be a lot bigger. I've got 4 Minecraft keycaps around this circle, and it's nearly covering up half the circle already. So it's very small. So that's about my fist compared to this. So it's about the same size as my fist. So I'm quite disappointed. I don't know. I think this product would be better with batteries. However, for my needs, it's way too small and inconvenient. So I'm going to say this wasn't worth it. My light has just died, so the video might get a little bit darker. So I might just try and find a light real quick. Just give me a moment. Alright, so I wasn't able to find a light, but then I just realized in my haul, I got this. It's a true light. And this is the whole reason I brought this product for future videos. But yeah, this is a light here. I get a big, huge light. I wanted to get a good one. That smells so bad. Okay, that smells like melting plastic. What the hell? That smells absolutely terrible. That's really random. But this is what it comes with as well. These are the accessories. As you can see, just to hold up the light and to move it around. And this as well. So the light itself, the cord's not actually that long, to be fair. Maybe like 160 centimeters, I want to say. And I'm not going to try and flash myself here. Woo! Holy shit, that's bright. Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, wow, the lighting's so much better. Okay, real quick though. I was just using this ring light I got before off at Temu. This is full shit. I'm going to throw that out. Alright, let me set this up real quick. This is amazing. Look at this. Alright guys, I got the light set up now and it looks really good. I'm still trying to figure it out. The cord's a little short, so I'm going to have to get an extension cord eventually. I've been using the light now for roughly 1 week, so I haven't filmed too much on it. However, I have been really enjoying it. So there's a bunch of different modes. So you can go from like a cool white to like an orange, then to like in between cool white and orange. And then, yeah, that's back to cool white. Also, you can change the dials. So like I can make it a lot darker if I want. Really bright as well. So yeah, I would say this is a winner. I think for the price, one downside I had with this light is just how long the cable was. I measured it to be roughly about like 160 centimeters, somewhere in that ballpark. And I had to buy an extension cable because that was just way too short for filming purposes. So besides that though, I haven't had any issues with this light. I mean, it did smell like burning plastic when I got it. And it still does smell like burning plastic. But besides that, this light's a winner and I'd highly recommend this product. I think I do know what this one is. I can kind of feel it. So, you know if you're gaming for hours and your ass kind of starts to hurt. This is supposed to be a foam that cushions you for a couple more hours, and so I hope that does work. It's been roughly 1 week since I tested out the cushion for the gaming chair, and I will say at the start it wasn't great. It definitely took some time to adjust to using the foam. However, once I did get used to it, it was actually quite comfortable. So my biggest session throughout the week was about 4 hours roughly, and my ass still was hurting a lot. But it wasn't too bad. It definitely helped a lot. I think, honestly, if you have a pretty decent gaming chair, you wouldn't really need it. You're still going to be sore after playing for a certain amount of time. However, honestly, if you have like a pretty shitty gaming chair, even like a wooden chair, and you can only get about 1 hour, maybe 2 hours of gaming in total, and you're full sore, maybe it's worth it. I mean, for the price point, I would say it's definitely pretty good. But it's really for your needs. If it's something that's not that essential, then of course it's not going to be worth it. If it's something, like I said, if you've got a terrible gaming chair, it will be worth it. This is another one for my Adventure Time fans. This one was crazy price, so this is actually good. Quite stretchy. Smell test smells like shit. I wouldn't recommend. I mean, I don't have the biggest head, so this does fit pretty good, to be fair. This is awesome. I really like the look of that. That's sick. I have to recommend this one. This is awesome. Another good gift. And yeah, if you like Adventure Time, must cop, to be honest. These are for figures. So you just stand the figures up. They've got little pegs inside of them, and you can just stand the figures up so it's a bit easier. As you can see, this is just Rey Mysterio standing up normally. And he almost looks a bit tilted to the front. So let's see if the figure stand makes a difference. Rey Mysterio now posing here. As you guys can see, he's standing up straight. I don't know if I can capture that well on camera. However, he's actually standing up straight now. Before he was leaning forward a bit. So these definitely do work as long as the figure has pegs in the bottom of its feet. So this product's definitely a winner. And I'd highly recommend for figure display. Alright, for all my Minecraft fans out there, once again, look at these. So if I'm not mistaken, these are 3D printed keycaps. These look awesome. Yeah, they're definitely 3D printed. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Yeah, I don't know. That's as best as I can get it. But yeah, the 3D printed keycaps look quite sick. I mean, yeah, to be fair, the plastic feels good. I mean, it's a 3D printed keycap. So you can't go wrong with them. I think for a Minecraft fan, these are cool. I would definitely recommend these as a gift as well. These look awesome. I want to show my keyboard lit up with like maybe a blue, red, you know, just all the ores. This is a specific type of coat hanger that I actually need badly in my room at the moment. All right, guys, this is the coat hanger now that I got. It's kind of buried under all the trousers here. But I will say this is probably one of the best purchases I've brought off Temu in my life. This was absolutely amazing. So I've got on about like 10 different pairs of trousers on each rack here. I'm quite surprised. It gets the job done. Makes my room less messy. Can't complain at all. The only thing I wish I had was more of these. These are amazing. I'm definitely going to buy more. And I'd highly recommend if you don't want your room to be messy like mine. I'm looking at this like, what is this? Me and my brother cut each other's hair. And so, whoa. Okay. So you stick your head in here. 2 Velcro straps here. You put it on the neck. Collects all the hair in here. And you're set. You don't have to get anything on the floor. For the price, this is another win, hands down. It seems like it's going to be a bit inconvenient to fold. But besides that, another winner. This is sick. Look at this. Just a 3D printed Minecraft chicken. It's pretty decent size. It's about the same size as my thumb. Yeah, this is just more for decoration. I mean, once again, if you're a Minecraft fan, I think this could be a good gift. The last item of the haul. This has been a crazy haul. I mean, I wasn't expecting to spend this much money, but they looped me in. There's too many good things. Absolutely no idea what it is. Alright, so this is just a phone stand, and yeah, it's just going to help with the recordings eventually if I need different camera angles. And that was my entire haul. So that was kind of a crazy haul. I didn't expect to spend that much money on this haul. However, I did. And was it worth it? I'd say majority of the items were worth it. Besides like the light I'm using right now and then this monitor arm, everything else was really more just for fun to have, really. And nothing's actually necessary. I'd like to know what products you guys would want to get from this haul as well. If you guys would pick anything from this haul, maybe as a gift or as a personal item. But thank you guys so much for watching. And until next time, peace out.